Hey, I'll put my hands together for myself. Hey, thanks for having me. So this is my very first comedy festival. I'm so happy to have made it here. I was really nervous because before I did this, I was talking to a guy and we were trying to date, and I told him I do stand-up, and he says, well, that can't be possible because women aren't funny. And the first thing I thought was, well, that's really dumb to say to someone you're trying to put your dick into. And then I said, well, thank God I still have my dick. All this time we thought trans athletes were the ones we needed to be worried about, but it turns out the trans comics have a funny bone.
Oh!
So if from the first joke you didn't realize I'm kind of a crazy tranny, I'm going to tell you more. I don't really like being called a tranny. For one, it is our word, you know, kind of like the N-word and faggot. You have to be a member of the club. And for two, I identify as a woman, not as an engine part. So if a guy insists on calling me a tranny, I guess I'll just treat him like one. You know, I'll charge him way too much to put it in, and then I'll break down halfway home.
Oh!
You know, my dad raised a Ford girl. So I do most of my dating online, and online dating has always been difficult, but during Corona, it's become even more difficult. You know, before coronavirus, a man in a mask was definite red flags. I should definitely not talk to this person. But now, that might be the most self-conscious man of my dreams. And I've learned that's wrong 4 fucking times now. So, and I don't understand why I struggle to date. I really think I'm the perfect girl for today's generation of man. You know, I ask for anal first. Like, I don't know many other girls that do that. Like, guys are all like, hey, you want to try anal? And I'm like, hey, we didn't have another choice. And the next reason I think I'm a perfect girl for today's man is I can't get pregnant, but I do love to practice. And I'm a firm believer in eating babies. So, but like, from the source, I'm not that Hollywood elite yet. So, also, the last reason I think I'm like the perfect girl for today's generation is I come with a built-in joystick for their gaming pleasure. You know, and if they're smart, you know, up, down, A, B, I'll show them a secret tunnel that gets us both to the finish line. I get a lot of really strange requests online trying to date because, you know, people just assume that because I'm trans, I'm into some weird, crazy fetishes. I am, but not all of them. So recently a guy messaged me and said, hey, I was wondering if you would diaper me. And I was like, at first. And then I thought, well, maybe I'm about to slip into some like Anna Nicole Smith situation, because if like he's 89 and a billionaire, I will diaper him till he dies happily. And then run with him another but turns out he was 27 and a construction worker with real bad mommy issues. And then another really weird request that I've received was one guy didn't even tell me I was pretty. He was just like, I want you to melt M&Ms onto my dick and give me a blowjob. Right. And my first thought was like any other normal girl is I probably should just block and delete and, you know, ignore this. But I have questions. So, like, milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand. How do we need to do this? Am I supposed to melt the M&Ms into my mouth and then spit them back onto your dick and then blow your chocolate spit-covered dick because it's not hot anymore? Or am I supposed to shove a handful of M&Ms into my mouth and then blow you because I have a gag problem and this is going to kill me? So we discussed it and he decided he was going to be on his way over. So I said, come on over. Yeah. But I said, pick up your own M&Ms, but just regular M&Ms, not peanut. I really wasn't trying to choke. But unfortunately, before he could get there, he sent me a picture of his dick and I had to let him down gently because I don't even play with white chocolate anymore. So that brings me to kind of like my last point, guys. You know, if you insist on sending a picture of your dick to a girl in 2020, don't get pissed when we send one back. Thanks, guys. That's my time. My name is Brittany Rose. Have a great night. Love you guys.
Oh.